Hello, everyone. This is Saima Dillon. How is everyone doing? Welcome to Heart with Saima. And we're going to start in just a few minutes, so just bear with me. I'm going to get we have a minute, so we're going to go ahead and get Instagram started as well. We are live on YouTube and LinkedIn. एंड तो कैसे हैं, क्या चल रहा है आप लोगों की लाइफ्स में? मुझे ज्वाइन कीजिए, सेंड मी अ रिक्वेस्ट एंड आई कैन टेक यू लाइव ऑन फेसबुक. So Facebook people, my favorite people, give me a few minutes, give me a little time to get started. Um, multiple different platforms. We are going to be going live in 20 seconds on the radio as well. So, कैसे हैं सब लोग? क्या चल रहा है आप लोगों की लाइफ्स में? मैं इस वक्त जब आती हूँ हर थर्सडे को, तो मैं ऑफ कोर्स काफ़ी सारी मल्टीटास्किंग चल रही होती है. So, 2 seconds. All right. How is everyone doing? Welcome to Heart with Saima. This is your host, and I come in to you every Thursday from 1 to 3. And we talk about heart, because which I real estate ho, जिससे हम start करते हैं. Or it is me talking about, my life journey, what inspires me, what motivates me, what I'm doing currently in my life to change the dynamics of my life. तो बेसिकली मैं आप लोगों के साथ अपनी ज़िंदगी की जर्नी की I share everything with you people watching me, anything that is changing my life today. So जब हम इस शो को लेके आते हैं, you are listening to me right now on Radio Caravan, 104.1 FM, 700 AM. You are able to go on to jointhecaravan.com. And वहाँ पर जाके भी you're able to listen to me from anywhere in the world. We are all in tuned to social media. तो अगर आप सोशल मीडिया पे हैं तो आप you are able to watch me live on social media. मैं लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग करती हूँ. I'm live streaming right now on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. तो मैं Instagram के ऊपर इस वक्त I'm streaming live on Instagram as well. So I am streaming live on multiple different channels. So you're able to go on and you're able to watch a rerun of this broadcast as well. You can watch it at your leisure, at whatever time is convenient for you. आप कभी भी जाके मुझे watch कर सकते हैं live. Well, not really live, but a rerun. So YouTube के ऊपर I'm under Saima Dillon, Facebook के ऊपर I'm under Saima Malik Dillon, LinkedIn के ऊपर भी I'm under Saima Malik Dillon. So आप कहीं से भी, we provide you multiple opportunities. कि आप अगर हमें लाइव वॉच करना चाहें वो भी कर सकते हैं, रेडियो पे सुनना चाहें तो 104.1 FM, 700 AM. So without waiting anymore, we go on and we talk about real estate. So जिधर भी मैं जाती हूँ, हर किसी का favorite question इस वक्त होता है कि what is happening in the world of real estate? So, I have been in real estate for 18 years. Literally, October May, October May, I'm going to complete 18 years because I got my real estate license a week before my younger daughter was born. तो वो 18 की होंगी अक्टूबर में, तो उनकी पैदाइश से एक हफ्ते पहले मैं अपना रियल एस्टेट की 18वीं सालगिरह सेलिब्रेट करूंगी. So so whenever I come here, I talk about everything that I'm passionate about. It's about my life. It's about people in my life. It's about my children. It's about, everything that is going on in my life, my highs, my lows. And I'm hoping कि, मैं जब अपनी vulnerabilities share करती हूँ, when I share what's going on in my life and people are able to resonate with my highs and lows, and they are able to feel that, okay, you know what, you're not alone in what is going on in your life. Okay, you're not alone. There are people all around you who are all experiencing their own highs and lows of life. So coming back to real estate, of course, I met with some friends yesterday, and uh, you know uh, जिनके साथ मेरी मुलाकात हुई, the auntie, my friend's mother, she just experienced, she went through COVID, and then she experienced a stroke. So please do say, just take 2 seconds and do say a dua for her, कि may our creator and the universe sends healing vibes her way, and she heals fast. मैं उनको rehab में मिलने गई थी, and वहाँ पे वो मेरे से पूछ रही थी कि बताओ मुझे what's happening in the world of real estate. So she's a very, very cool auntie, and she's a very cool, amazing, a powerful woman. And she wanted to find out what is going on in the world of real estate. And I was just telling her कि real estate, just like economics के जो different trends होते हैं, so ये भी सब एक trends होते हैं. The market जब highs देखती है तो markets also experiences the lows and the rock bottoms. अभी interest rate फिर बढ़ा है, और interest rate ये अभी बढ़ता जाएगा. जब interest rate बढ़ता भी है तो भी I will tell you कि जो recession आता है ना, recession जो कि again officially तो अभी तक they are saying कि it's not here, but जब recession आता है तो जब इस दौरान सबसे ज्यादा लोग रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करके सबसे ज्यादा रियल एस्टेट मिलियनेयर्स बनते हैं, when they go out there and when most people are not wanting to buy. This is when real estate investors go out, they invest in properties, they pick up investment properties. Again, I mean, real estate is also a very creative game. So हर चीज, nothing is just क्या ये ABC को करेंगे तो 1 + 1 = 2. That's just not how it is. Even during this time, there are multiple different ways people go out and they invest in properties. One of those ways is an arm. Basically, it's a loan. It's an interest only loan. It's a loan where आपका जो interest rate है, it has variables. अलग अलग interest rates होते हैं. Year 1 में एक interest rate होगा, year 2 में एक certain interest rate होगा, year 3 में एक certain interest rate होगा. So this is something that अगर आप last week अगर आप मेरे साथ थे, तो I was telling you that I'm working, teaching and working with my niece, and I've been, she's been wanting to become a real estate investor. She's in her 20s, so she's been asking all these questions, and I've been trying to answer her questions, and I've been telling her, okay, you know what, right now, because the interest rates are higher, but home property values have dropped by 15%. Even though reports show कि जुलाई के अंदर Dallas के अंदर over 23% increase, जुलाई की reports are showing in real estate prices. So the thing is कि इतना ज़्यादा appreciation आया है Dallas Fort Worth के अंदर. There's been so much appreciation in prices that even when the prices are going down, we are still much above the prices of 2020. And talking to people who are commercial real estate investors who invest left and right and on a very, very big scale, they feel that in 2 years' time, ये जो अभी drop भी आया है, we are going to overcome that in the next couple of years, and we will be back up and running. Because right now, inflation को curb करने के लिए, the Fed keeps increasing the interest rate, and they will keep increasing the interest rate. But we are working with banks who are being very creative. They're doing interest-only loans, और आप वो interest-only loans कर सकते हैं. You have your 401k. You're able to, if अगर आपका IRA है, आपका 401k है, आप उसके अंदर आप talk to your financial advisor, and you're able to pick up. You're able to pull money out of your retirement, and you're able to use a chunk of that money once again, just make sure, do check with the 401k that you have, कि उनके rules and regulations क्या हैं, because they do vary. So do that, and you're able to, so don't, here's what the thing is, कि जिंदगी में, in your life, whenever you're wanting to do something, the first thing that happens in your head, in your mind, the first thing that happens is that nudging thought that comes into your mind that says, doubt, that says, but you can't do it. You don't have the money to do it. You are not able to, you're not in the financial position to do it. But you know what I will tell you? कि where there's a will, there's a way. जिस पॉइंट के ऊपर आप ये अवेयरनेस अपने दिमाग के अंदर लेके आते हैं कि यू नो व्हाट, आई वांट टू डू एक्स वाई जी, वो चाहे आपको रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टर बनना हो, और यू वांट टू गो एंड you want to do skydiving, एंड जो कि मैं करना चाह रही हूँ, और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा डरपोक हूँ, तो मुझे पता है कि मैं कितना, मुझे उस सोच से भी डर लगता है, बट वो मैं करना चाहती हूँ, मगर मैं बहुत पिकी हूँ, इसलिए मुझे वो दुबई में करनी है, और वो मुझे पाम के ऊपर, जो दुबई पाम है, मुझे उसके ऊपर जाके छलांग लगानी है। और दूसरी चीज़ ये है कि when I do that, मैं साइड ट्रैक हो गई हूँ from real estate, but when I do that jump, I need to make sure that there's someone right there who's glued to me and who will force me to jump, because अगर मेरे ऊपर छोड़ दिया जाएगा तो वो jump मैं नहीं on my own मार सकूंगी, because मैं डरपोक हूँ। But I like to challenge myself, and I like to conquer my fears. So जिस point के ऊपर भी आप वो नियत बनाते हैं, and you are consciously aware of making that decision कि this is what I want to do, I want to become a real estate investor, and आपको उस point के ऊपर the universe starts conspiring, and the universe starts sending you tools and to help you, to enable you, to give you the strength and the courage and the tools that you need to become proficient at what you're attempting to do. So there are ways to do it. If you're wanting to get into real estate investment, agar aapka 401k nahi hai, there's hard money lenders out there. There are people who are wanting, they will charge you higher interest rate, but they're going to lend you the money. So you go out there, you make your first investment, you take the money from your 401k for your down payment, and you buy that house that you want to buy. अगर आप rehabbing करना चाह रहे हैं, आप flipping करना चाह रहे हैं, ये पुराना अगर घर है तो आप उसको fix करें, आप उसको rehab करें, आप उसको उसके अंदर tenant डालें. So हर real estate के बहुत मुख्तलिफ different पहलू हैं. There are so many different aspects to investing in real estate. And the thing is that the first key step is to educate yourself. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is something that I myself have been working on and building since 2016. If you are one of those people who listens to my show or watches me regularly, then you know that for me, 2016 was a year that I will always remember, because we took a business hit. When my family took a business hit, it had dire consequences. We went through chaos emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. जब इस तरह की लाइफ चैलेंजेस आते हैं तो वो आपको हर तरह से हिट करते हैं. बट ये मैंने 2016 में मैंने ये रियलाइज किया कि I have to detach myself from everything around me. I have to detach myself from the people I love. I have to detach myself from my children. I have to detach myself from everything, the chaos that was ensuing in my life, so that I could focus on myself, and I could focus on my energy, and I could work on rebuilding my energy. I could work on changing my own dynamics, and which is something that I have been working on and I've been doing since 2016. Just point के ऊपर मैंने ये सोचा कि you know what, I cannot help anyone or my family situation until I myself, first I have to help me. I have to take care of me, my mental, emotional, physical well-being. Only when I take care of me am I in a situation where I can do anything for my family. And so 2016 की जो ये जर्नी शुरू हुई है, when I have spent all this time just working on myself, to just been rebuilding myself. um, it begins with you. So अगर आप उस पॉइंट के ऊपर हैं जिधर आप सोच रहे हैं कि यू नो व्हाट, आई वांट टू स्टार्ट गेटिंग इन्वॉल्वड इन रियल एस्टेट, स्टार्ट बिल्डिंग रियल एस्टेट की ये बहुत बड़ी कहावत है जिसके अंदर बोलते हैं कि लैंडलॉर्ड्स बिकम रिच इन देयर स्लीप, एंड दे डू। मैं इस वक्त अपने जितने जेनजी मिलेनियल्स जो हैं, मैं अब मेरे जितने क्लाइंट्स हैं, मैं सबको ये चीज़ बोल रही हूँ कि बिकम रियल एस्टेट इन्वेस्टर्स। Real estate is not a short term game. Real estate is a long term game. It's a long term, from a long term perspective. मैं कल जो आंटी से मिली who just had a stroke, and मैं उन लोगों के साथ जब बैठी हुई थी with my friend who's her son, and I was sitting and talking to them, and I was telling them that the 2008 के अंदर भी chaos आया था, 2008 के अंदर we went into recession, इतना कुछ 2008 के अंदर भी हुआ था, but right now if we look at the real estate market, 2008 और अभी के बीच में, we are going through a chaotic time, but look at real estate. Real estate is more than I would say close to 2.5 to 3% gains दिख रहे हैं हमें. I myself have clients who have bought properties recently. They've bought condos in Dallas जो 2019 के अंदर they were purchased for 150,000, and now my clients as investors went in there and they have bought it for 270, 280,000. तो ये 3 साल के अंदर, 2 साल के अंदर $100,000 that people have made in appreciation. So here's what the thing is: are we seeing there's a major are we seeing major price changes? We are not seeing major price changes in homes which are under a certain price point. We are seeing more price fluctuations and drops happening in higher price homes, which are mostly over 550 की range के अंदर. So जो भी घर हैं जो 350, 400 की range के अंदर हैं, we are not seeing a whole lot of price adjustments happening there, unless people were pricing them just so high that they thought it would sell because homes were selling blindly. But वो हमें adjustments नजर आ रहे हैं इस वक्त. So you know what, when you are a real estate investor, you understand that real estate is a long-term game. And जब आप overall picture देखते हैं, anywhere between now and 10 years down the road, you are going to come out in the positive. That's what the game is. जो भी छोटी मोटी चीजें हैं वो adjustment होंगी. So I have this really good friend of mine. There are these homes जो कि the builder is selling. It's in Collin County. She was wanting to invest in a house. She has been my client. So I told her कि ये घर यहाँ पर इस city के अंदर बिक रहे हैं. They are in the 350 price point. They are brand new. Now builder lowest price point जो हमें Collin County में नजर आ रहा है. So I told her, right here, you don't have a house. This is where you buy. The builder will not a lot of homeowners associations, a lot of builders have restrictions in investors buying properties and putting tenants in single family homes या condos के अंदर. So be mindful of that. जब भी आप as an investor कुछ भी खरीदने के लिए जाएं, make sure कि आप HOA के सारे documents को आप check करके, you make sure कि there are no stipulations which will hinder you from putting the house up for rent. Right? ताकि आपको tenant के साथ कोई problem नहीं हो. So this friend of mine, the advice that I've given her is that she buys this house, जिसकी closing next year April में होगी, because it's going to be a built job. She goes and she lives in that house, and she's going to live in there for 12 months because that is what the homeowners association's restriction is. So वो उसको एक साल वहां पर खुद रहेगी, और उसके बाद she is going to rent it out, and she's going to put a tenant in the property, and that is going to be her house number 1. So the goal needs to be कि आप उस वक्त तक इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करके मिनिमम डाउन पेमेंट डालते जाएं, जो भी मिनिमम डाउन पेमेंट है प्रॉपर्टी को इन्वेस्ट करते जाएं. अगर आपके पास $50,000 हैं, so you keep that $50,000 as that pool for backup, as to take care of contingencies, to take care of any unexpected things like tenant ने पे करना बंद कर दिया, या tenant को evict करना पड़ रहा है, या कोई भी ऐसी contingency आती है. देखिए, ये जो friend है, she is buying new builder home. So new builder home, as it is 2-year limited warranty के साथ आता है. Now all builders will not sell to investors. So with her, because we wanted this price point which is 375 का इसका है, because इसको corner lot का premium देना पड़ा है, and इसको elevation का premium देना पड़ा है, because we wanted her to add, she wanted the corner lot, I wanted her to make sure that the stone elevation is added to the house, because home buying is all about emotions. It's based on emotions. So home buying ke andar, it's all about, you see something, you feel good. It's all about how it makes you feel. That is what home buying process is, right? As soon as you walk in to the house, it's that instant feeling the aroma, the smell that you get, the visual that you get, how you feel in that. You automatically, instantly, you can visualize yourself. Your couches can go there, your bed can go there, your dresser can go here. You imagine yourself sitting there, and that is what home buying is. It's very emotional, it's heart centric. So that's what she is doing, and she's going to stay in there, and then she will move on to her next property and next property and next property. The target being कि 15 साल के अंदर everything gets paid off. 15 साल के अंदर, anywhere uh, from 10 to 15 grand in passive income you are generating, so that if you choose to retire, you're able to retire, and you don't have to just keep working. ये जो जिंदगी है ना, ये जिंदगी काम करने के लिए सिर्फ नहीं है. This life has more meaning than just sitting there and just working so for survival. There's more to life. Live, you work to live. You don't live, you don't well, आगे पीछे हो जाता है. So you don't just work to live, right? So there's more to life. So you need to avail these options in your life. जिन options को avail करने से you're able to generate passive income in life, and you're able to build an income stream, for that income stream to come in. And so you don't have to work if you choose not to work. You only work because you want to work. So या आपका कोई ख्वाब है, आपका ख्वाब है कि आप एंटरप्रेन्योर बनना चाह रहे हैं, आपका ख्वाब है आप अपना बिजनेस शुरू करना चाह रहे हैं, बट आप वो नहीं कर सकते बिकॉज आपके पास फैमिली की जिम्मेदारियां हैं. बट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट इन्वेस्टिंग इन रियल एस्टेट, then you are able to build up that stream of passive income, so that one day you're able to retire, one day you're able to create the start that business that you choose to start, because it opens up different channels of passive income for you, and that's what real estate investment is all about. So this is this going to be this friend's goal. So alag logon ke purpose alag hain. I'm a big proponent of the fact that if you have children, your children are going to college, start helping them to become real estate investors. And that's what these other clients of mine are doing. Their son just started their first job. He's probably 23 years old. And the parents are going to help the son with the down payment money so that the son can go and buy his first house. This first house is not going to be that house that is going to give you everything that makes your heart just glow. It's not going to be. It is going to be something that is going to be practical, that you can afford, that you're able to use as a hands-on experience for your first home, where you stay for a year, 2 years, and then you put a tenant in the property, and then you move on to your next property, and maybe that next property can be the property that is going to be the home of your dreams. So we do have a minute and a half before we go into a break. builders right now, if you are in the market and you are thinking about buying. So I was speaking to this builder today, and they said that this is something that is expected. Builders are going to be increasing their prices. So builders, if you're sitting there thinking that builders are going to bring the pricing down, that the builders that I'm talking to, they are saying that they are not going to do any reduction. They have so much traffic coming in. There are so many people in the Dallas Fort Worth market waiting to buy, that builders are going to keep increasing their prices, especially builders who are under a certain price point. And probably that price point, I would say, is probably around 550,000. So ये वो रेंज है जिसके अंदर हर घर मल्टीपल ऑफर्स में जा रहा है, बिकॉज डैलस फोर्ट वर्थ में जॉब्स इतने आ रहे हैं, corporations are relocating to Dallas Fort Worth. So when you have so many, it's basic demand and supply. There are so many people in Dallas Fort Worth who are waiting to invest in their first home, or who are waiting to invest in their home, that they are, that as soon as that, people are just sitting there thinking, okay, what should we do? Prices are going to go down. Builders are saying that they are not going to, there's not going to be a price drop in their price point. So 5 seconds. This is Saima Dillon. You're listening to Heart with Saima. I will see you after the break.
The cash flow. Planning to buy or sell.
All right. So कहाँ वक्त निकल जाता है, when I'm talking, and well, here's what the other thing is कि जब बातें हो रही होती हैं तो I do have to move really fast and I have to talk really fast. So, but I would love for you people to join me on the Facebook Live. You're able to join me on Instagram Live as well. People are not able to join me on YouTube or LinkedIn because I'm using a different tool to be on there. But Instagram people, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for watching. I always appreciate you guys. Thank you. So Instagram, I do only the real estate segment, and I thank you all for being here. If you're wanting to join me and be with me, and as we talk about heart to heart, then just hop onto Facebook, Saima Dillon, Saima Malik Dillon. Hop onto Facebook. It is under Saima Dillon, and you're able to watch me live as I stream on the other social media channels. So thank you, everyone on Instagram, for being here. Stay safe, stay well. All right. So uh, just ended Instagram, and let's see, कितना वक्त रह गया है? Okay, so we still have time. Um, so कैसे हैं आप लोग सब? How's everyone doing? Um, okay, let's okay, much better, so that I don't. How's everyone? Thank you all on LinkedIn and YouTube for watching me. I do appreciate you guys. And if you have any questions, if you, um, hey, hey, good evening, a song. So if you guys do have any questions, you want me to specifically talk about something, if you email me at vip@simadillon.com, and I can always, we can talk about things. And um, so we're going to go and talk about heart to heart now. तो हाउ इज एवरीवन डूइंग? क्या चल रहा है आप लोगों की लाइफ में? मेरी लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है? I don't think मेरी लाइफ में कुछ भी ऐसा चल रहा है interesting, except for the radio show. I don't think what's going on. Nothing. कुछ भी नहीं. So I can't really say much other than that because कुछ भी नहीं है. I think आजकल थोड़ी सी लाइफ बोरिंग हुई हुई है. We need to add some fuel to it, or um, something is needed for life to get a bit more spicy, I guess, if that's the correct word. So we have a minute and 20 seconds before we go live on the radio again. And so we are just going to be talking about something interesting on um, on the radio. So I'm gonna move my computer closer to me, so we are able to do that. Uh, we talk so nonstop. When we are talking nonstop, let's see who all we have here. Um, hey, Nofil. How are you? Zen Jaffrey, Israr Malik, Lal Dino, Mari Baloch, Dr. Akil Khan, Fawzia Junaid, Siju Ibrahim, Fariyanto, Dari Horan. Hey, how are you guys doing? Thank you all for being here and thank you for being a part of my journey. All right, so this is Radio Caravan, 104.1 FM, 700 AM. You're listening to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday, and I come to you every Thursday, and we talk about different things. We talk about actually, I think these 2 hours are all about me. We're talking about my life and talking about my life journey and my highs and my lows and everything that is going on in my life. Uh, the one thing that I will tell you कि अगर आप मेरे शो को इस वक्त सुन रहे हैं तो आप ऑलरेडी उस जर्नी के ऊपर हैं you're already on that journey to change because that's what my journey is. And जिस पॉइंट के ऊपर आप ये सोचते हैं कि आप अपनी लाइफ को चेंज करना चाह रहे हैं तो उस पॉइंट के ऊपर the universe starts sending you different tools and different gadgets and different situations and different people. Different चीज़ें होना शुरू हो जाती हैं. um, मैं आपको अपनी ज़िंदगी के बारे में ये बोल सकती हूँ कि I'm not the person I was even yesterday or maybe a few days ago. Because on a daily basis, I'm changing, I'm evolving, and I'm learning. And I think ये जो मेरी खुद की जो ज़िंदगी की जो जर्नी है कि जब 2016 से ये चेंज होनी शुरू हुई थी और जब 2016 के अंदर मैंने ये सोच अपने दिमाग में लेके आई कि मैं अपनी लाइफ में जिस चीज़ को अट्रैक्ट कर रही हूँ मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी की स्टोरी को बदलना चाहती हूँ मैं अपनी लाइफ आई वांट टू चेंज द ट्रैजेक्टरी ऑफ माय लाइफ एंड द मोमेंट आई brought that thought into my subconscious. So when I brought that thought into the subconscious, the universe started sending me different tools. And the first thing that happened at that time, and अब इस सफ़र को 7 साल हो गए हैं because that was 2016, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So 6 years. So 6 years हो गए हैं. And ये 6 साल के अंदर जब उस पॉइंट के ऊपर मैंने ये सोचा कि मुझे अपनी ज़िंदगी को चेंज करना है, मैं अपनी ज़िंदगी का रास्ता बदलना चाह रही हूँ, तो एक ईमेल मुझे मेरे इनबॉक्स में नज़र आई और उस ईमेल के ऊपर लिखा हुआ था become $1 million agent. And of course, it was a catchy line and it caught my attention. And I wanted to be that $1 million agent. और वो जब मेरी attention उसके ऊपर आई, so that was the first thing that the universe sent to me when I felt that I wanted to change my trajectory. उसको पढ़ के मैंने रिस्पॉन्ड किया, एंड वो एक ईमेल एक टाइटल कंपनी से आई थी, एंड मैंने रिस्पॉन्ड किया, और वो एक क्लासेस का सेशन था टू अटेंड, एंड मैंने उन क्लासेस को अटेंड करना शुरू किया, एंड द कोच हु वाज देयर, हिज नेम is Brian Dobbs, and Brian ended up teaching me just these little things about changing my energy. और वो ब्रायन ने मुझे बताया कि वो खुद की अपनी ज़िंदगी के अंदर किस तरह से उसने इतनी ज़्यादा हार्डशिप्स और फेलियर्स और he said that he kept on attracting the same thing over and over and over again, and he felt he needed to do something different in his life. So Brian was a relationship counselor in a church. He was a pastor, and he had done his master's in religious studies. But वहाँ पर जब हम लोग बैठ के बात करते थे, when I would sit and talk to Brian, and I would share with Brian what I have gone through in my life and मेरे highs and मेरे lows, और किस तरह से, we had taken a business hit in 2016, which was devastating, and the impact that business hit had on me and my family, and the repercussions and whatnot. So Brian ने जब अपनी story मुझे बताना शुरू की, तो आई फेल्ट कि यार मेरे मसले तो बहुत छोटे हैं, बिकॉज आप जब इधर बैठ के दूसरे लोगों के मसले मसाइल सुन रहे हो, तो आप ये रियलाइज करना शुरू करते हो कि we actually, the glass is not half empty, the glass is half full, and there is so much in your life to be grateful for. एंड जब आप अपना जब हर चीज को देखने का नजरिया जब आप बदलना शुरू कर देते हैं, उस पॉइंट के ऊपर आप अपनी तकदीर बदलना शुरू कर देते हैं. तो ये जो जर्नी है ना, ये जर्नी जो है, ये कोई आसान जर्नी नहीं है. दिस इज अ डिफिकल्ट रोड बिकॉज इट टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. It takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of courage. मगर इस इस सफर की बुनियाद आप उस पॉइंट के ऊपर रखते हैं. यू ले द फाउंडेशन to to your life changing the moment you decide that there is something about me, or there is something about my life, or there is something in my life that I do not like, or maybe certain attributes about my personality that I don't like, and I want to change those attributes. जिस मोमेंट के ऊपर आप ये सोचते हैं कि आप किसी चीज को तब्दील करना चाहते हैं, उस पॉइंट के ऊपर यू आप नियत करते हैं, and your life trajectory starts to change, and you start working on unlocking the power, the full power of your mind, because your mind is the most powerful tool. जिस पॉइंट पे आप ये डिसाइड करते हैं कि hey, I'm going to change my journey, I'm going to change myself, और उस पॉइंट के ऊपर आप ये स्टार्ट, और ये वो सफर नहीं है जो कभी खत्म होता है. ये वो सफर है जो कंटिन्यूसली चलता रहता है. The number to the studio is 217-817-3333. I don't play a whole lot of songs. I just play songs to kind of, give myself time to catch up my breath. And but we are streaming live, so I don't really play songs that you're wanting. I will take your calls, I will let you on air if you would like to share your life story. अगर आपके पास कुछ है शेयर करने के लिए, जिससे आपकी जिंदगी का रास्ता बदलना शुरू हो गया, how you started changing your life and your energy. I do feel कि जिंदगी में we are what are we are basically energy. हम किस चीज को अट्रैक्ट करते हैं अपनी जिंदगी में, उस चीज का ताल्लुक बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रेस से है, उस चीज का बहुत ज्यादा ताल्लुक है ट्रॉमा. So trauma is a word जो past few years के अंदर the word has been becoming bigger and bigger and bigger. And the more people are researching the word trauma, the more people are realizing the impact of this trauma in life. Because trauma right there, it changes your hormones. Trauma right there, it changes your cells. हमारी जो बॉडी के अंदर हमारे सेल्स हैं, ये सब चीज़ें जो हैं, ये स्ट्रेस, ट्रॉमा, लाइफ के सर्कमस्टांसेस, इन सब चीज़ों को बदलना शुरू कर देती हैं। आप अपनी ज़िंदगी में हर वक्त अगर आप फेयर के अंदर रहते हैं, अगर आप हर वक्त ये देखते हैं और सोचते हैं, मुझे याद है कि एक टाइम के ऊपर आई हैड दिस client, and I'm talking about maybe 5 years ago. I was introduced to these people, and the guy, he is a cardiologist, and वो Dallas move हुए थे, and they were looking for a house, and we showed them different price points, and we showed them different homes. तो ईस्ट प्लेनो में दिखाए, वेस्ट प्लेनो में दिखाए, दोनों जगह पे दिखाए. सो मेरा इनिशियल वो था कि प्राइसेस आर मोर इन वेस्ट प्लेनो. आप ये वेस्ट प्लेनो का घर अफोर्ड कर सकते हैं, यू शुड इन्वेस्ट हियर. बट दे वर फर्स्ट टाइम होम बायर्स. उसका एक्सपीरियंस ये था कि his father, who had been in the Middle East, some people had come, जिनके साथ उन्होंने पार्टनरशिप फादर ने की थी इन रियल एस्टेट, एंड उन लोगों ने उसके फादर को फ्रॉड कर दिया था, एंड द फादर टुक अ बिजनेस हिट. सो आप सोचे कि द फादर टुक अ बिजनेस हिट, but that caused trauma in the son as well. So the son, he's a cardiologist, an educated, intelligent man, wonderful couple, beautiful couple, wonderful couple. उन्होंने पर डिसाइड किया कि बिकॉज मेरा काम एज अ रियल्टर है कि मैं आपको एडवाइस दूंगी, मैं आपको डिफरेंट ऑप्शंस दिखाऊंगी, अल्टीमेट डिसीजन इज योर्स. तो उन्होंने डिसाइड किया कि ईस्ट प्लेनो में 14th स्ट्रीट के पास वहाँ पर ग्रैंड होम्स के घर थे, और वहाँ पर उन्होंने, आई थिंक इट वाज 25,000 का डिपॉजिट उन्होंने उस घर के ऊपर डाला, which is perfectly fine because that's what they opted for. Nearby there was a railway track, but usse people who live in the Murphy in East Plano area already know कि वो सारा area is so packed कि it does not impact the real estate in हाँ, बहुत सारे लोगों के लिए वर्क नहीं करेगा, जिसके लिए जो चीज़ वर्क नहीं करती वो वहाँ नहीं जाता. इट्स वेरी सिंपल. सो उन्होंने वो डिपॉजिट डाला, बट उसके बाद क्योंकि उनको वो बहुत सारे लोगों से बात कर रहे थे, एक्स से, वाई से, जी से, वो सबसे बात कर रहे थे कि ओके ये मैंने इधर डिपॉजिट डाला है, क्या मैंने ठीक किया है. जब भी आप किसी दूसरे से एडवाइस मांग रहे होते हैं, बेसिकली यू आर आस्किंग फॉर एडवाइस बिकॉज यू डोंट हैव कॉन्फिडेंस इन योर ओन एबिलिटी. सो यू आर लुकिंग फॉर रीअश्योरेंस फ्रॉम द अदर पर्सन. आप उसी से जाके एडवाइस मांग रहे हैं जो आपके फियर, whatever fear you have within you, they will tap on that fear. So आप उसी से एडवाइस मांग रहे हैं, बिकॉज अगर कोई भी आपको उस एडवाइस के अगेंस्ट एडवाइस करेगा और कहेगा नहीं यार दिस इज ग्रेट, तो आपको तसल्ली नहीं पहुंचेगी. तो आप उस वक्त तक उस इंसान, उन लोगों को ढूंढते रहेंगे जो आपके उस फेयर को जाके बोलेंगे कि हाँ नहीं यार ये तो तुम सही सोच रहे हो, ये जो रेलवे ट्रैक है ये तो तुम्हारी प्रॉपर्टी की वैल्यू ड्रॉप हो जाएगी. सो आई विल टेल यू दिस कि वो 5 साल पहले वो जो घर 5.5 लाख का जो घर था, इस वक्त 5 साल के बाद उस घर की जो वैल्यू है वो अराउंड 8 लाख की हो चुकी है. ओके, बट उस पॉइंट के ऊपर क्योंकि उनके वो उसके अंदर खुद का एक फेयर था, उसने अपने फादर को विटनेस किया था, जिसको फादर के एक पार्टनर ने आके उनसे पैसे फ्रॉड कर लिए थे. तो he had that fear instilled in him. He was an educated man, he's a cardiologist, he's a very successful man, but he had fear in him, and he followed that fear, and he said, and then the builders messaged me and said that hey, your clients, after I think maybe a month or so, your clients have backed out of the contract. So the clients, instead of listening to me, अगर इस वक्त मुझे 18 साल हुए हैं तो उस टाइम के ऊपर मुझे 14 साल हुए हुए थे रियल एस्टेट के अंदर, राइट? अगर 5 साल पुरानी बात है, बट दे चूज नॉट टू लिसन टू मी, and they chose to listen to those random people who told them, no, don't do this, and they did not buy that house, and they ended up renting, and now they're not in the area anymore. But they listen to, because आप जितने लोगों से बात करेंगे उतनी ही अलग अलग ओपिनियंस होंगी, उतनी अलग अलग राय होंगी जो सब आपको देने के लिए तैयार होंगे. So that right there is a problem, because when you are talking to other people who are giving you advice, their advice is based on their life circumstances, their traumas. So what I'm basically trying to tell you is कि जब आप खुद में आपको कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होता और आप पकड़ पकड़ के अलग अलग लोगों से जाके जब आप उनकी राय मांगते हैं और वो जब आपको अपनी राय देते हैं और अपना ओपिनियन देते हैं और अपनी सजेशंस देते हैं, तो कीप इन माइंड कि दे आर गिविंग यू सजेशंस बेस्ड ऑन देयर लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस, बेस्ड ऑन देयर लाइफ ट्रॉमास, बिकॉज ट्रॉमा कैरीज थ्रू generations. Trauma carries through generations. आपकी लाइफ के अंदर 1947 के अंदर, पाकिस्तान के अंदर जब वो जंग हुई थी, जब इंडिया और पाकिस्तान एक दूसरे से सेपरेट हुआ था, या 1971 के अंदर जब बांग्लादेश सेपरेट हुआ था, या जो भी वॉर्स हुई हैं, या जो भी इस वक्त रेफ्यूजीज यहाँ पर हैं या दुनिया में हैं, जो भी जिंदगी में आपने ट्रॉमा देखा है, जो भी चीज़ों को आपने अपनी आंखों के आगे होते हुए देखा है, उन चीज़ों ने आपके अंदर ट्रॉमा, वो चीज़ें आपकी ज़िंदगी में ट्रॉमा क्रिएट करती हैं. और उन चीज़ों का जो स्ट्रेस जो आप एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, लाइक सोल्जर्स जो कि डिफरेंट कंट्रीज में जाके वॉर्स में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं, दे कम बैक विद पोस्ट traumatic stress disorder. इतना मेजर उनका ट्रॉमा होता है based on the things that they have seen, the things that they've experienced, that there are a lot of people who are suffering so much. They go through so much, they've seen so much, that they have so much trauma which is within them. So that I'm talking about a big scale. But even for us people, बहुत दफा अगर आप जिंदगी में सोचेंगे तो बहुत सारी चीजें होती हैं, और वो हमारा जो हमारी फ्रॉम अ साइकोलॉजिकल पर्सपेक्टिव बहुत सारा जो ट्रॉमा होता है, जो हमारी लाइफ के अंदर चीजें होती है जिससे हमको तकलीफ पहुंचती है, हम उनको फेस करने की बजाय हम उनको शट डाउन कर देते हैं, उन चीज़ों को, उन मेमोरीज को क्लोज अप करके रख देते हैं, ताकि वो चीज़ें नो लॉन्गर इम्पैक्ट अस. बट वी आर नॉट सपोज्ड टू डू दैट, बिकॉज ये जो ट्रॉमा हमारी जिंदगी में होते हैं, trauma can be where maybe a parent of yours beat the crap out of you. Trauma can be from watching someone die in front of you. Trauma can be from watching someone you loved, a grandparent, a parent, someone just, watching them go through diseases or life altering situations. ये सब चीजें जो जिंदगी के अंदर हैं, ये सब चीजें, they are all trauma based, and ये हमारे अंदर एक impact करती हैं, and they change our they change us, they change who we are as people. They have an impact, a lifetime lasting impact on us. तो maybe हमारे forefathers जिन्होंने शायद ट्रेन के ऊपर बैठ के they might have crossed borders and left everything behind. Maybe that is a trauma that maybe our parents suffered, and they pass them down to us genetically, because trauma carries through generations. तो हमें पता भी नहीं चलता कि हमारे hormones के अंदर वो जो trauma carry हो रहा है through life, through generations, when we are in circumstances. So why is stress considered like the worst thing possible? Because what stress does is कि ये जो trauma हमारी body के अंदर है, जितनी अगर आपकी अगर आपकी मॉम ने, आपके ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स ने, आपकी फैमिली में किसी को कैंसर हुआ है, किसी को कोई भी किस्म के डिजीजेस हुए हैं, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, कोलेस्ट्रॉल, ये जो डिफरेंट डिजीजेस है, डायबिटीज, ये जेनेटिकली चले आ रहे हैं और बॉडी के अंदर मौजूद हैं. But when you start going through and experiencing stress in your life, and you don't know how to handle that stress, and that stress is consuming you, so that stress starts to trigger different आपकी बॉडी के अंदर different signals जाना शुरू हो जाते हैं from that stress, and that stress starts to trigger different kind of diseases, autoimmune diseases, जिसके अंदर कैंसर है, आर्थराइटिस है, ये लूपस, इतने सारे ये ऑटो इम्यून डिजीजेस हैं. जब स्ट्रेस आपको अटैक करता है तो आपका जो अंदर के जो आपके सेल्स हैं, व्हेन स्ट्रेस अटैक्स यू, दे अटैक योर वेल बीइंग, एंड वो स्ट्रेस स्टार्ट्स ईटिंग अप the good in your body, and आपके अंदर it starts to penetrate and it starts taking over and changing. Stress starts changing the dynamics of your cell. कोई trauma आपकी life के अंदर आता है. When trauma comes into your life, then right there, that trauma will alter how you view things. That trauma, that fear, जिस fear के साथ आप रहते हैं, fear के ओके कि किसी पॉइंट के ऊपर जिंदगी में आपको मे बी कुछ हुआ था, या मे बी अगर तो आपके जीन्स के थ्रू ट्रॉमा इज बीइंग कैरिड, तो मे बी आपके पेरेंट्स के साथ कुछ हुआ था which had to do with something that triggered fear, that triggered trauma, and that trauma carries through genes, it carries through genetics, it carries through a lifetime. So stress is the worst possible thing that you can do to yourself, because उससे आपके hormones change होते हैं, it kicks in and starts creating all kinds of chaos in your body. I was talking to someone, and this friend of mine, her husband had suffered from a mild stroke recently. कोई 8 साल पहले maybe उसको heart attack हुआ था, अब he suffered from a stroke. आपकी जो बॉडी है, your body gives you signals, your body is telling you कि ये जो चीजें आप कर रहे हो अपनी जिंदगी में, या this is hurting me, it's having an impact on me. So it displays itself in the form of these different heart attacks and diseases. But वो चीजें जो सब ट्रिगर हो रही हैं, everything is being triggered by trauma. So trauma, it changes your hormones. जिस पॉइंट के ऊपर आप ये रियलाइज करते हैं कि यू वांट टू चेंज योर लाइफ, टेक अ डीप ब्रेथ, शेड ऑफ. जब आप ये डीप ब्रेथ लेते हैं एंड यू शेड ऑफ दैट वो बोझ of stress from your shoulders, and you just breathe. Inhale, exhale, and you just breathe, and you shed all that stress from you, and you say, you know what, no matter what happens in my life, I'm going to persevere. No matter what happens, I'm going to stand tall. देखो, जिंदगी में जिन चीज़ों की ज़रूरत है, अगर देखा जाए, सबसे जो स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट इमोशन, जिस चीज़ से हर रिश्ते की बुनियाद डलती है, वो रिश्ता, वो फीलिंग, it is the most powerful of all emotions, and it's the emotion of love. Love is the most, love can conquer anything. और अगर उस चीज़ के बाद आपको किसी चीज़ की ज़रूरत है, तो that is आपको what do you need, right? एक सर ढकने के लिए छत, you need water, you need food, right? तो दो वक्त, 3 वक्त की ये रोटी, basic essentials of life. At the end of the day, तो यही हमें चाहिए, right? So if you don't have fancy clothes, then you wear whatever you have, right? You don't have a car, you drive whatever you have. But ये जो simplistic लोग होते हैं ना, ये सिंपलिस्टिक होना एक तो बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, एंड व्हेन यू आर दैट सिंपलिस्टिक तो लोग जीने भी नहीं देते हैं, राइट? बिकॉज what is respected? Money is respected in life, but money and that desire for it will bring with it an avalanche of emotions, of stress, of बट जिंदगी को जब आप लेट गो कर देते हैं ना हर चीज को, यू लेट गो ऑफ एवरीथिंग नेगेटिव एंड यू ट्रीट लाइफ, you stand outside of your body and you stand there and you look at yourself from like you're an outer being, and you look up at yourself sitting there and being consumed and running from point to point and just dealing with all this stress in your life, because that stress, it ruins you, it kills you. तो आई अंडरस्टैंड कि सिंपलिस्टिक तरीके से जिंदगी को जीना भी आसान नहीं है। तो ठीक है, अगर आपके पैशंस हैं, आपके गोल्स हैं, आप आसमान को छूना चाहते हैं, आप जो भी जिंदगी में करना चाहते हैं आप करें, मगर आप अपनी बॉडी में से बाहर निकल के और खुद को देखें, and you start taking care and treating yourself, doing meditation, whatever it is you need to do, to whatever tools will help you get rid of your stress. Treat life as a game, you know, as this brilliant, life is brilliant. Treat life as this brilliant game, and do whatever it is you need to do in this life. आप आसमान को छूना चाहते हैं, जाएं जाके आसमान को छुएं. Do whatever it is you want to drive, a Lamborghini or a Maserati or whatever it is. But whatever you need to do in your life, do it. But don't do it from a stress perspective. Do it from a perspective of it's a game, and treat life as a game. So we are about to go on a break. You're listening to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday. I'll see you in a bit. So I am going to go ahead. We are going to continue for another hour, but I do feel that I'm going to. And thank you to everyone who's watching it. I'm going to disconnect LinkedIn and YouTube, and I'm just going to be streaming live on Facebook until the end of the show at 3 o'clock. But I am going to disconnect here. LinkedIn, thank you, everyone. Thank you guys for watching and for being here. I appreciate, I know the show can get long, so I appreciate everyone who joins in and everyone who watches. This is Heart to Heart with Saima, and I come to you every Thursday. From 1 to 3, but on LinkedIn and YouTube, I will disconnect at 2 o'clock, which is what it is right now. So thank you. We will see you next week.